I mean, what's your opinion even on Star Wars books?
Yeah, never been really a Star Wars book guy. I think I have like 2 comics, really old comics, and then I have the comic book actually version, which is paperback, funny enough, from Star Wars Episode 3. That was pretty interesting. There were some scenes that they didn't have in the movie and such. But other than that, you know, not really. I used to read some books when I was younger that were part of Legends, like some Luke Skywalker stories and something like that, and some clone stories actually too. You know, those choose your own fate books.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Clone Wars, some clone trooper choose your own something.
Yeah, exactly. I remember I used to love that book.
It's a weird book. I remember also reading it back in the day. I also have...
If you choose this, go to this page, but if you choose this episode, go to this page.
I also have the one Luke Skywalker comic book in a hard, you know, like hardback.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's really new, I believe, but well, new, but I mean, like it's not older than 10 years, but I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
I have it somewhere on myself, but I have read it probably once because there was not really anything special that I like about it. And I mean, I have been reading or listening Star Wars audiobooks lately a lot. I mean, I'm more audiobook guy. I'm too lazy to read. I'm really too lazy to read. I have a Ahsoka novel as a paperback, but I did end up reading it with the audiobook read by Ashley Eckstein, the actual voice actor. I mean, it's great support for, I mean, reading the book really. And you know, most of these new books are the new High Republic Disney, you know, comics and books that coming this month, and I'm not really interested. There's no characters that I would be interested at because you know it's thousands years before the movie. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
well, they do exist, but yeah.
Yeah, for me it's more like, you know, it's already expensive collecting. I do collect, like I said, Marvel comics, and then audiobooks also just aren't for me. Neither are like digital books. I think it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I've already probably in like 2 months I've spent like $100 on comics, and then November is gonna come one new Spider-Man omnibus which I'm planning to get, which is another $90. So it's expensive. It's really expensive. But yeah, one thing that I want to talk about, those choose your own destiny things, just come back. There was few, maybe 2 or 3 that I read.
Yeah.
But yeah, one of those Clone Wars things, I remember reading it time and time again. And actually, when I was a kid, I started to write my own Choose Your Destiny Jedi book. And I wrote like, I don't know, 20, 30 pages. And
I mean, that's still a lot.
Stories. One or 2 of those stories, but I planned like, I'm gonna do this whole freaking... I was so excited. I thought that was so cool thing. I don't know why... if they have any more of those choose your own destiny books, whether it's Star Wars or something else. I think that's such a cool concept, especially for like kids or teens books. I think that's cool.
But yeah, you mentioned buying. You're interested in buying the omnibus or something from Amazing Spider-Man or Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ultimate Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have been thinking for a few months that should I just spend a few $100 and just buy all the Thrawn trilogies.
Okay.
I mean, all books of the 3 trilogies. Of course, the last book on the latest trilogy is only coming out in November, if I'm not wrong.
Okay, November also, yeah.
I've gone through the original Thrawn trilogy and I'm nearly finished with the second book of Thrawn Ascendancies, called something, I don't remember the book's name. I've been listening now for a few weeks, but I mean, I'm nearly finished with it and I have already pre-ordered the next audiobook, so I mean, I'm gonna listen to it for sure, but I have been thinking about getting the original trilogy, the new Disney Thrawn, and then the second Disney Thrawn Ascendancy trilogy. I mean,
if you ask me, you definitely should. I think collecting not well, comics, but novels and books in general are really good. I have this. If anybody knows the Saxon stories, I've collected those in paperbacks, or not in paperbacks, but in, what do you call them? They're like pocket books. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, some.
But you know
I don't know. It's not called pocket book, but it's.
Yeah, definitely.
I get what you're saying.
So I've been collecting those, and I think just collecting books is super fun. Do you know if those are in paperbacks or in hardbacks or?
I mean, the original Thrawn Trilogy, the 19 something after episode, now known episode 6, the original trilogy. I mean that. I think you can buy that in hardbacks, but I'm not that sure about the new, Disney versions.
Yeah, but I do definitely, if they do have hardbacks, some people listening might disagree, but I do prefer hardbacks, so that's what I'm gonna recommend, because I think especially now that you have already listened to them, and you don't have to like have as good of a reading experience maybe. Paperbacks are easier to read, but hardbacks, they just stay in better condition for longer and don't break as easily, and they honestly look better on shelf. So I do recommend hardbacks if they do, but if they don't, then just buy a paperback and what you call them, dust covers is the word. Yeah.